My name is Jay, and we're going to talk about the God of High School, the anime, Season 1.
Yo, what's happening? This your boy Ro.
What's good, everyone? My name is Tiffany, aka Miss Skittles, and we're here to talk about God of High School.
I would describe the plot. Okay, so first I'm going to say the plot wasn't really necessarily explained. At a very high level, there's a martial arts tournament
that takes place between high schoolers. The high schoolers are granted a wish.
You know, it's like one old dude who just won't stop fighting, and I was just like, you need to wrap this shit up, bro.
But we're focused on the main character, which is Mori Jin.
A very quirky and cute and adorable, fun MC.
And he, through a series of unfortunate events in the first episode, meets up with Mira and Dewi. Eventually, as the season goes on, they become a team.
I don't give a fuck about what's going on with these other folks. My main three niggas, I'm riding for y'all.
Through the power of friendship, we see them grow and get stronger as friends and as a team.
And they have their ups and downs in the tournament.
Only to find out that there's something much deeper going on for the reasons behind the God of High School. There's a whole lot of stuff going on, like supernatural entities. Some of these kids they're not like no regular ass high school kids. They're strong as fuck. Some of them have what we later find out is called Churiki, which is basically supernatural powers. They have supernatural beings and entities that they call upon.
And then there's danger outside of the tournament.
All of a sudden, gods and shit start falling out of the air, and niggas dancing on the roof. Just random shit, cult shit. Like, it's just not explained. Old niggas coming out of nowhere with ultimate power.
Like, we have this tournament, and then we have real life angel and demon shit going on. Typical shonen shit.
So yeah, that's the plot. And then the end, this main villain who would be a side villain in anything else. He was just like a asshole, really, and with a dumbass fucking reason for being that way.
And then the world is in danger, and then the government becomes involved of the United States. And then everything's okay.
That shit was a motherfucking mess.
I felt that the show was rushed. It was so rushed. Like, the first episode was great, and then I think it was like the second or third episode when the JoJo stand came, and I was like, okay, it's a little weird, but I'm gonna roll with it because the animation's absolutely beautiful.
Top tier, creative, choreography, on point.
So the choreography and the fight scenes in this anime are lit as fuck.
Niggas was catching phase. Motherfucker got stone cold stunnered. You know what I'm saying? Like, they had some dope moves going on. Like, don't get me wrong.
In the beginning, I actually really enjoyed it. Towards the end, I would say episodes 10 and 11, that's when things started getting a little hazy for me. There was like a random episode that I felt like was kind of like a filler.
I don't know what happened after that. We steamrolled into the end of the world, and then the US government came. Like, who called us? They didn't even tell us. They didn't even fully explain the power system.
Yeah, it was everywhere. That shit was a clusterfuck.
Everything just kept escalating and escalating.
They really didn't take time to flesh a lot of things out that you wanted to get fleshed out.
So that was my gripe with it. It was rushed. I didn't get a full grasp of what was going on.
How did we get from tournament really to like fighting gods?
Yeah, so pretty much this series is what people accuse Dragon Ball of being, and the convoluted plot, nothing but fighting. Like, the focus is the fight. The plot takes a huge backseat to fighting.
But what I love the animation. I love the characters, like the main three characters. I thought they were dope. And I like the creativity with the abilities. I just wish I understood it more.
The character design and the artwork is stunning. Like, I love it. I love everything about the character design and the artwork. Like, just the overall look, the godly, the evil. Like, I love the whole thing.
Now, I do like the main characters though. Like, I like them a lot. I like Jin Mori, the boneheaded, just I want to fight strong guys. Goku type nigga. You know what I mean? That's my type of guy. But and they based on the same character too, Sun Wukong. But everybody else is just like expendable. You don't really care about most of the cast because they don't really do a good job at it. And then you get a feel for certain characters. They just introduce niggas like, here you go. This nigga you don't care about, we go get him a backstory. They waste time on shit like that. Like, was just his old ass still fucking flunky.
After the rush plot, one more thing that I did not like was the main villain's motivation. Like, not the cult people, because that's different. But like Buddy, who had the blue hair and then turned white hair like a demon Sephiroth or something.
I was like, what? Somebody beat his ass.
They gave him very little backstory. Like, if he's the main person, they should have expanded on that more. They gave some random person back in episode 7 who was in the show for all of 3 hot minutes a deeper backstory than they did this man. This man don't like to be called a loser. That's what I gathered.
I didn't want to see that nigga become no final boss. Like, he didn't have that final boss swag. He was lame as fuck. That nigga motivations was garbage.
Like, who the fuck cares? You don't like to be called a loser? Take your goofy ass on somewhere. That's how I felt in my heart.
The only reason I even cared is because I want to see this nigga get his ass beat because he was just such a fucking prick. I was just like, bro, when this nigga go die?
Every time he was like, I'm not a loser. Shut the fuck up.
They don't have any real build up. The characters aren't really, you know what I'm saying? Like, the other side niggas, like, you don't give a fuck. And you just don't really care for most of the characters outside of the main characters and, a select few others.
My least favorite thing would probably have to be just the fact that the story, there was some character development around like the main characters, but as far as like the story goes, that's where it gets hazy for me.
I would say Lubu, and it's not a cop-out because it happened in the show. I honestly love Lubu. In Dynasty Warriors, he was so badass. He came with the horse. Like, you get Lubu and the horse will fuck you up. I wholeheartedly believe, but the fear he instills in, like, when you see him, when you hear his name, like, I need that. I'm done here. Lubu, go handle that.
Lord, I feel like I thought about this too long. I'm a Leo, so my Chudiki would be made up of like 3 different beings. First, it would be a lion. Of course, the Leo's a fire sign, so I would have elemental magic related to fire. Also, that in combination with the Egyptian god Anubis, who's the god of death. We're talking about fighting here. When you guys watch this, if you have not watched it already, when you guys watch it, you'll see what I'm talking about. Like, there's no limit to these Chudiki powers. You're looking at them and like, oh my god, like how did they survive? So yes, lion, Anubis, and the African goddess Oye, which is the goddess of war. She has an element of like thunderstorms, lightning, things like that. So fire, lightning, death. Boom. Fucks with me. Yo, I swear to God, I'd be dope. I don't even know what that being would look like, but I swear. Like, it's levels to this shit.
Cherokee with some type of motherfucking deity. Look, I'm gonna go full OP. And I'm gonna get Super Shenron. Not regular Shenron that you know about, the green Shenron. I'm talking about the galaxy size, multi-galaxy sized golden Super Shenron from Dragon Ball Super. Because I just like OP shit and I like dragons. And just because I wish a nigga would. So, Super Shenron.
I would definitely rate this a 7. Yeah, I would give it a solid 7 because I'm a shonen head, so the artwork and the choreography of the fight scenes alone has me hooked. And not to mention the theme song. Can we talk about I'll be your contradiction? But we know that might change because that's what we do in anime.
I'm gonna give it a 6.5 out of 10. I don't think it had enough material to be anything a 7 and beyond. So, I thought 6.5 was a good medium, good middle ground. Quality stuff within there is just what really lacked was the pacing and storytelling. It really could have used like a 24 episode season, and you just could not latch on to anything outside of the core of it. You know, you got this one dude, like he smokes and shit, but that nigga just going deeper and deeper into debt. Every episode, that's the nigga you feel for the most, really. And like I mentioned, like it was this old character, old as fuck. They do his whole little backstory, waste time on it, like 10 minutes on this man's backstory that you don't even care about, and then he still lose fairly easily. It didn't even hold any weight. So yeah, 6.5, God of Highschool.
I'm gonna give it a 6. Like, niggas had no idea what the fuck was going on. If I went into the show with the expectation that animation was the only thing that was supposed to be like hold me there, then I could have felt better about it. But I knew they were also trying to tell a story. So for that, they get a 6 because they definitely dropped the ball on that. But I think there's hope in the future. I'm definitely gonna pick up the webtoon.
As far as the season 2, I would definitely check it out because, like I said, it held my interest long enough to continue it. So yeah, I would definitely check out a season 2. If they stay on that bullshit, I just had to drop it and go to the webcomic because yeah. But I watched season 2. I fuck with it. See what they got off. Maybe they got all the plot they wanted to get out of the way in season 1. It probably would have had more balance if they had more episodes. For next season, who knows? But we'll see where it goes.
Am I watching season 2? Yes. Because I refuse to believe that this is the way that they're going to continue to do it. I think this is one of the ones where they're going to see all of the hype that the show had and then all of the criticism that the show wound up having and make some adjustments for season 2. And if they don't, I don't know what the fuck else to do, because I don't know anybody except someone who's like, beautiful animation, pretty colors, wow, look at them go, who is happy with it. So I have hope for season 2. Read the webtoon also.
So I will watch season 2 because I want to know more. Now, if in season 2, this whole pacing of the storyline does not fix itself, then I might not be back for season 3. If that happens, but we'll see. If not, it was nice while it lasted. I'm sure the webtoon is probably better. Normally that's how it works. And that's my bit. Deuces.